Hippotragus is a genus of large African antelopes known as Roan antelopes and Sable antelopes. These majestic animals are part of the Bovidae family and are notable for their striking appearance and impressive horns. The Roan antelope is one of the largest antelope species in Africa. Roan antelopes are primarily herbivorous and inhabit savannas and woodlands across parts of sub-Saharan Africa. Their body shape is stocky and compact, with a deep chest and a sloping back. This build helps them navigate through dense vegetation and provide stability and strength. Roan antelopes have a short, coarse coat that is typically reddish-brown in color. They have a white face with distinct black markings on their nose and around their eyes and ears. The contrast between the reddish-brown coat and the white face is one of their distinctive features. Both males and females have long, slightly curved horns. The horns of males are typically larger and more robust, curving backward in a sweeping fashion. Female horns are generally smaller and thinner. These horns are used for defense and can be formidable weapons against predators. Roan antelopes have strong and slender legs that end in cloven hooves, which are adapted for running and navigating varied terrains. They have a long, tufted tail that often has a white underside, making it visible when they raise it as a warning signal or during certain behaviors. Roan antelopes have large, pointed ears that help them detect sounds and stay alert to potential threats. Roan antelopes typically stand about 120 to 140 centimeters tall at the shoulder. Adult males can weigh between 250 to 300 kilograms or even more in some cases. The males are generally larger and heavier than females. Females are somewhat smaller and lighter, typically weighing between 220 to 260 kilograms. Sable antelopes are primarily grazers, and their habitat includes grasslands, woodlands, and savannas in southern and eastern Africa. Sable antelopes are known for their striking black coloration. Both males and females have a dark, glossy black coat. They typically have a white underbelly, facial markings, and a white patch on their forehead, which contrasts sharply with their black body, creating a highly distinctive appearance. In some cases, there can be regional variations in coloration, with some populations exhibiting slightly different shades or patterns, but the black body and white facial markings are consistent features. Sable antelopes have a powerful and muscular build, which gives them a commanding presence. They have a compact body with a deep chest and a sloping back, similar to Roan antelopes. Both males and females possess impressive, scimitar-shaped horns that can reach lengths of up to 1.2 meters in males. These horns are one of their most distinctive features and are used for defense and territorial disputes. They have strong and slender legs that are adapted for running and navigating various terrains, including grasslands and woodlands. Sable antelopes have a long, tufted tail, often with a white underside, which they use for communication and signaling. Their large, pointed ears help them detect sounds and stay alert to potential threats, similar to Roan antelopes. Sable antelopes typically stand about 120 to 140 centimeters tall at the shoulder. Male sable antelopes are larger and heavier than females. They can weigh between 200 to 270 kilograms or more, with some exceptionally large males exceeding these ranges. Female sable antelopes are somewhat smaller and lighter, typically weighing between 150 to 220 kilograms. Both roan and sable antelopes are generally social animals. They typically form small groups known as herds. The composition of these herds can vary. Roan antelope herds may consist of females and their offspring, while males may be solitary or form bachelor groups. In contrast, sable antelope herds may include both males and females. Males of both species are known for their territorial behavior. They establish and defend territories that encompass areas with access to resources such as water and good grazing. Male sable antelopes, in particular, are highly territorial and engage in displays and confrontations to defend their territories from rival males. These antelopes are vigilant and have keen senses of sight, smell, and hearing to detect predators. When they sense danger, they may flee from the threat, emitting alarm calls to alert others in the group. Both species need access to water sources for drinking, and their movements are often influenced by the availability of water in their environment. In some regions, sable antelopes are known to be more active during the early morning and late afternoon, avoiding the midday heat. Grasses are a significant component of the diet of roan and sable antelopes. They graze on a variety of grass species, cropping the grass close to the ground using their specialized grazing teeth and powerful jaws. In addition to grasses, they also consume forbs, which are broad-leaved, non-woody plants. Forbs can provide essential nutrients and variety in their diet. Depending on the season and local vegetation, these antelopes may also browse on leaves, shrubs, and tree foliage. This browsing behavior can be especially important during the dry season when grasses may become less abundant or less nutritious. Both roan and sable antelopes require access to water sources for drinking. They typically visit waterholes or rivers to meet their hydration needs, and their movements may be influenced by the availability of water in their environment. These antelopes are known for their selective feeding habits. They may choose specific plant species or parts of plants that are more nutritious or palatable, depending on the season and food availability. During periods of food scarcity or drought, roan and sable antelopes may adapt their feeding behavior and rely on more drought-resistant grasses or seek out areas with better forage. In some regions, these antelopes may visit natural salt licks or mineral deposits to supplement their diet with essential minerals and nutrients. The breeding season for roan and sable antelopes can vary across their range, but it often corresponds with the rainy season when food is more abundant. In some regions, these antelopes may breed throughout the year, while in others, there may be specific breeding peaks during the wet season. During the breeding season, males become more active in seeking out receptive females for mating. Male sable antelopes are known for their territorial behavior and may establish and defend territories to attract females. They engage in displays and confrontations with rival males to establish dominance. Courtship behaviors can include displays by males to attract females. These displays may involve posturing, vocalizations, and the presentation of their impressive horns. Females may choose mates based on the displays and dominance of males. After mating, females have a gestation period of approximately 9 months, similar to other large mammals. They typically give birth to a single calf, although twins can occur very rarely. The birth of a calf can occur throughout the year, but it often corresponds with periods of abundant food resources. Newborn calves are typically well hidden and are kept concealed for the first few weeks to reduce the risk of predation. Mothers are protective and nurse their calves. Both male and female antelopes may play roles in protecting and caring for the young, but the primary responsibility for calf care usually falls on the mother. The calf remains close to its mother and relies on her milk for nutrition during its early months. Calves are gradually weaned from their mother's milk and begin to eat solid food. Young antelopes become more independent as they grow, but they may continue to stay with the herd for some time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.